What's up, guys? We are back with another video. It's Wednesday, December 18th, 2024, and we are entering the college football bowl season. I'm super excited about today's picks because we're doing player props in college football bowl games. And if you've been with me the last several years, we have discovered a trend in college football bowl games where coaches play loose, players play loose, and they call a lot more pass plays. And quarterbacks and receivers, they hit their overs a lot more than they do in any other football you'll see. Canadian football, NFL, college football, regular season. Now, I'm not talking about the playoff games. I'm talking about the meaningless bowl games where guys are just going out there and having fun. We will still have picks on the meaningful bowl games, but it's just a trend I've seen. Make sure you're taking the overs, because they've been crushing the last several years. Now, before I get into that, though, this is my pick it. I'm a top 1% college football bettor. That is for this year. I think it might be for lifetime. I don't know. But I started really using Pickett this year, and I had it last year too. Top 5% bettor in NFL, top 1% in college football. It's always important to me that I'm transparent with my wins and my losses, and that I show you guys proof that I'm legit. If a handicapper can't show you their Pickett, then they're probably just bullshitting, which unfortunately those guys do make a ton of money. They honestly make more money than me selling picks because there's so many people out there that are dumb enough to buy from people that are not experts. But if someone shows you a Pickett with their name or their username and top 1% college football bettor, yeah, you might want to hit that subscribe button and tune in because I post free picks every single day. Today's free pick, we're going with Malik Williams and Ricky White, passing yards and receiving yards. Now, it used to be that you could just do a quarterback, receiver, build a four-man, get 10x. Well, with these two, you get 7x. I do not recommend that you do that. You have two options here, and honestly, the second one's the best one. The first one is just kind of what I went through during my progressions building these today. But pair these up with other things that you like on Dabble, okay? Dabble is legal in most places. California, Texas, states like that. It is legal. Promo code SBE gets you a welcome bonus. Actually, it gets you $25 for free. What am I saying? You don't even need to deposit. It's not like these other apps where you deposit $100 and get $100. On Dabble, it's a free $25 just for free. So what I'm doing here is I'm taking two player props that I like with Malik Williams and Ricky White paired up. So you can see the pair there in the middle. I like Dylan Sampson over on rushing because honestly, Ohio State could not stop the run against Michigan. Now they get to face Tennessee. Tennessee is essentially the exact same built team as Michigan, just better. They just have a better defense. They have a better running back. They have a better offensive line. So see Ohio State struggle against that last week. I think Tennessee is going to pound the rock. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game, a close game. So Sampson should be able to take carries. I don't think Ohio State's going to run away with it, where they have to be passing goal second half. I think even if they lose, Sampson's still going to be part of the mix, getting his touches every set of downs. So I love him over rushing yards. This is the number one running back in the SEC, guys, against a Big Ten defense that looked like crap against Michigan. And then we're taking Cade Klubnik. Homecoming game for him. He beat Quinn Ewers in the Texas high school football state championships, which honestly, guys, if you don't win a national title, winning a Texas football state championship, it's up there with a national title. Some guys would even say they'd rather win that. And I can kind of see why, man, especially with college football getting to where players are getting played, they're money hungry, they're transferring in and out of teams. High school football is the last level that it's really pure. It used to be pure in college football, and I am happy that guys are making money. They deserve to get a little bit of the pie. But also, like, it used to be so pure, it used to be awesome. And now, it's high school football. So anyways, he beat Quinn Ewers in high school football. Funny thing is, some of his best teammates on that team that beat Quinn Ewers now play for Texas. So homecoming game for Cade Klubnik. against good defenses, Clemson can't do shit. We saw them versus Georgia. It's going to look a lot like that. Texas has a really good defense, and Klubnik's going to be in trouble, man. He's not going to look good in this game. So we have Klubnik under, Sampson over, Ricky White, and Malik Williams. Now, this is 4 players for 10x. You guys will hear me talk about the payouts a lot on this channel. That's because the way to actually beat sportsbooks or beat fantasy apps, in this case, Dabble, is you have to understand how to get overpaid. So if I can get 10x for 4 and I can get 20x for 5, it's much smarter to take the 5-mans, boys. Here are 3 more picks that I like that I'm pairing it with. I'm pairing these guys up with a lot of things, so I have a lot of lineups with them. But I like Lamar against Baltimore, or against Pittsburgh. That's going to be a solid game between Baltimore and Pittsburgh. I like Nico versus Kansas City. Brian Thomas versus Vegas. I kind of like Brian Thomas versus anyone. They just force feed him the ball. But the main thing here, guys, is, and that I realized while I was doing this, building this YouTube video for you, is we should be building 5-mans, because 5-mans pay 20x. Now, you can only do 1 quarterback receiver duo in a 5-man. So I have Malik Williams and Ricky White, and then you have to pick 3 standalone things that you like. And what I would recommend is building like 5 of them out. So if you want to put, say you want to put $100 on Ricky White and Malik Williams, I would probably build 10 5-mans and put $10 a pop on each. So that if those 2 hit, which ultimately this is the pick. Ultimately, this is the free pick. But you can't just do a 2-man. And I don't want you to just do a 3-man because you only get 4.8x. You need to do 5-mans. But I would diversify. So if you're like, hey, I want to put 1 unit on them, $100, I would break that unit into 10 $10 bets. And maybe you want to put 20 bucks on them. Okay, 10 $2 bets. You see what I'm saying? And you basically position yourself to where you're diversified so that if these 2 win, you're going to come home with some profit. Now, you could come home with a little bit or a lot, depending on how lucky you are with the 3 people you pair them up with. But I would just start picking things that you like. Maybe you can't build 10. Maybe you don't have that much knowledge on all these different players. But at least pair them up with like 3 things. Don't just go all in on a 5-man. Because if you go all in on a 5-man, it's awesome if you hit 20x. But they're very hard to hit. And I know most people that watch this channel, most people that just gamble in general, it's hard for us as humans, as creatures, to go weeks without wins. Now, I can do it, and that's why I'm number 1 in college football on Pickett. But mentally, if you have a smaller bankroll, if you're more casual, you're doing this for fun, you're going to want to see some wins. So that's why I introduce builds like this. But make no mistake, the play is Malik Williams and Ricky White over, and then build it with other things like this. So that's all I've got for you. Remember, if you don't have Dabble, just look right above my head here. Get Dabble, use promo code SBE. They will double, they're not going to double your first deposit. I am trained like a robot to say that. They will give you $25 for free. Free $25. It's the craziest deal in all of these apps. So not only are they paying 20x for 5-mans, which nobody does, but they're also giving you $25 to play with. So you literally could do 5 variations of this for $5 each, 5 to win 100, and it would be free. So that's all I've got for you guys. Love you guys. I'll see y'all in the next video. It's a good time of year, man. Have a good day, and good luck with all of your bets.